Hello and welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel. This week, friends, they mean the world to me.
We're gonna do it. On your mark, get set and go now. Got a dream and we just know now. We're gonna make that dream come true. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true. For me and you.
Yes folks, welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel, vlog 98. We're nearly at the big 100. Have to do something very special for the 100. I can't think what at this moment in time, but I'm sure we'll think of something. This week, well, friends, and what would I do without them? They are my life. They're my family, really. I love them to bits, and the good ones you keep, and the ones that aren't good, you don't need in your life. And I'm at that age where I've sorted that out already, in the main anyway. So this week, what's in store? You may recall from previous vlogs from my 60th last year, I know, hard to believe, I was very kindly given 3 very different afternoon teas. Ooh, a little bit dark there. How's that looking? Ah, you show some lights on my beautiful face.
Wow.
Work it. And there was one left, and that was kindly given by Marilyn, and it was for an afternoon tea at HarBar on 6th in Southampton's Ocean Village. And so off there we toddled. Ocean Village, let me just explain that to you. It was opened up most probably early 90s, I'm going to say, and it was just a stretch of retail, indoor 2-story high shopping complex. Never got really popular, and some very expensive flats and a few houses, and it was all a bit of a, it took off, but there was not enough for it to be successful financially, I don't think. So the retail bit unfortunately went, oh, I'm nice and bright now, aren't I? The retail bit went initially, and it all became lots of big blocks of flats, very posh looking flats, some which have sold quite cheaply, to be honest. And when I deliver now to some of the original ones, you realise they're built without lifts, or elevators as you might want to say, which is really quite extraordinary for quite what were quite expensive flats initially. So, ooh, not use this for a little while, and the battery is going down quicker than horse knickers. There we go. Not sure if I can say that. Anyway, so this was in a very posh hotel, the Harbour Hotel, and it was, needless to say, on the 6th floor. It was a very, very lovely restaurant location with superb views, as you will see, over Ocean Village itself. There was something of a sailing boat race at the time, or getting ready for it, which was also quite exciting to watch. So we had mocktails out on the sort of veranda overlooking, which was lovely. It was a very nice view, but it's, sorry, that's one of my cameras going off. So it was a lovely location. We went inside and had, wow, a very pleasant afternoon tea, and it was so different to the norm because everything was edible. I thought the strawberry meringue came in a little green dish, but it wasn't. That was actually like green glazed biscuit. It was fantastically clever. And the carrot cake was in a tiny little chocolate flower pot with a little flower in it. It was so cleverly designed. The only shame was one of them came with one of the cakes came with a bit of candy floss on it, and by the time you came to eating the cakes, the candy floss had dissolved. In hindsight, should have eaten that first. So here's a few pictures of the afternoon tea at HarBar on 6th. and I'm sure you'll agree, what a stunning location. And thank you very much, Marilyn. Where are we?
In a lift
Where?
in Southampton.
HarBar! On the 6th. What are we going to have?
This is how we do this. In one way, I'm yours. In one way, we're strangers. But I know for sure we got something in common that I know you won't. But we're so different. I speak Swedish, you don't.
So that is actually the end of my 3 afternoon teas, and I might do something like this myself each year, because it's rather nice to explore different venues, either afternoon tea or maybe even a cream tea next year I might do. But these were lovely, lovely presents for my 60th, and what a great choice of gifts. If you can't think what to get someone for their special birthday, 50th, 60th, 70th even, I think afternoon teas are absolutely fantastic. Great idea. It gets you out of the house, and not working, and yeah, you just take your time. It's absolutely fabulous. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. So the next thing was recently saw, a few days ago actually, the Worthing Boys. That's Terry and Tony, and we went to Southsea. That's the resort side of Portsmouth, really, and it's really very nice there. And I don't go there enough, to be honest. I finish there sometimes with work, delivering, and I will park up on the front and have an ice cream if time permits. But no, so I haven't been there sort of as a tourist, although it's only 4 miles away as a crow flies. You have to go from up the Gosport Peninsula over to Portsmouth and down on that peninsula, because we're all little peninsulas and islands, etc. Portsmouth is actually an island, hence Portsea Island, to get to it. So anyway, it was Southsea, and they're really doing a lot at Southsea. They're sort of making defences on the beach so that it doesn't erode so quickly, which is really good to see. Such a good investment all around the Portsmouth Peninsula. So we went to the Crazy Golf, which is quite American in style, and that was really good. You got round the 9 holes really quick. There's 2 9-hole courses for £5.50 a round. We just did the one on, which was the blue course. And it was really good. It was really busy and very well done. Didn't really have to wait for the people in front, and it was huge fun. So I'm trying to think who won. I've got an idea. It was Terry and myself, and Mr. Tony came a very close second. We actually had a joint first, shall we say. So that was all good, excuse me. Yeah. So I just had to change batteries. This one's okay. So yes, after the golf we sat down and had a... Oh, first of all we went to a little coffee shop I discovered the day before when I had a little lunch break in between two of my Amazon blocks, and that's the Broadway Grinders, I think it's called, or Roasters, in Highlands Road in Southsea. Really good, quaint, and very twee, very funky little coffee shop. Not cheap, I will say it's not cheap, but if you want a mega good cup of coffee and some amazing pork and apple sausage rolls. Oh my god, they're gorgeous. They're big, they're not very long, but oh my god, it fills you up, really does fill you up. So we went there first, then we went to the golf, then while we were still on that side of Southsea, oops, the lazy light's gone, let's go in here a bit lighter, there we go. We went for a little wander up on the seafront where there was a beach cafe, which used to be quite pleasant. I must say it looked a little run down. Whether it was or not, or whether it's more of a night thing, I don't know. But we decided not to eat there. Went back to the car and went to Old Portsmouth. So we parked up at Old Portsmouth, had a wander around by the Bridge Tavern, which was absolutely rammed because it was a gorgeous day. Lots of people out and about. Despite the school holidays have ended, obviously a lot of people decided to go to the beach that day because it was so hot. It was a really beautiful day. And we then walked around Old Portsmouth with its cobbled streets and its tram tracks. Absolutely beautiful location. And of course it's right on the edge of the actual harbour. Literally the other side of the restaurants and the pubs is the harbour. It's a stunning location, stunning. And we went to the Still and West. And they forgot Paul Terry's burger, but we got that free. They didn't charge us, and we actually had a free drink for it as well. So the food was obviously very nice. It was just a shame that was a bit of a letdown. And from that, we then had a drive back. I picked them up from Havant Railway Station back to Havant Railway Station. It was a lovely day, really was. So there's a few photos of that coming up now. with that all said and done, that is this week's vlog. Really lovely. It's busy end of the month this is for me. I'm going away for a few days with a dear friend, Lindy. We're going down, she's very kind enough to come with me down to see where Dad's ashes were buried at Padstow. I've not been there since the actual day we did that. So yeah, that's down at Padstow, and it'd also be nice to see some of the old haunts there. Not only Padstow, but also Lou, Polperro, Talent, and hopefully get a chance to go on the Foy ferry over to Foy, maybe have a meal there on the Monday. So we're going Saturday to Tuesday, and really looking forward to it. Let's hope the weather stays nice. So with that, and Toto going mad at the gardeners with their lawnmowers. It's a big ferocious thing, you know. Don't tell anyone that, they'll be banning them next. Don't start me on that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you thoroughly enjoyed the photos and the pics, and maybe can relate if you've been down to those places we've visited. And if you've been to HarBar on the 6th, then please do mention in comments below what you had to eat. Do intend to go back there for a meal. I'm not saying any more because I do arrange a meal for groups of us where we used to work, or where I used to work, and it's great for a catch up, and that is going to be hopefully the December meal catch up location. We will see. Needless to say, it goes to mention that please do subscribe, like, share and comment. I love to hear your comments, so please don't hesitate to say something, what you'd like to see filmed. Keep it clean, easy, and let us know where you've been, if you've been to Southsea at all, whether visiting or live there. You take care, lots of love one another, and until next time, bye.
On your mark, it's set and